congratulations, into the tournament. You clinched it with the win, 3-0 over Western Illinois. Then you just followed that up with a 3-2 victory over IUPUI. I know those games were both different for you, one being a vital clinching game, and then the other a game where you said, you know, you wanted to go in, score goals, have fun, and play everybody. Just talk a little bit about both those games.
Yeah, well, the Friday game against Western Illinois, the players were awesome. They really played well. They worked extremely hard, and 2 of our goals came late because we did work so hard throughout the entire match. I mean, we eventually warmed down, and you know, Western Illinois is a good team. They're a feisty team. They worked hard. It was their last weekend, and you know, so our team did very well that day. On the Sunday game, you're right, it was different. We took a different approach into it, but we still wanted to win. We still wanted to have confidence and momentum going into the NCAA or the conference tournament. So we wanted to win, and we wanted to play a lot of players. Okay, we wanted to see what some other players could do. So yeah, it was 2 completely different games. It was great to get positive results out of both, and a very good weekend for Oakland women's soccer.
And Coach, let's just talk about the play of some of your players as you head into the tournament. You know, Megan Reynolds, you know, she comes across with 3 goals in the final week to actually becomes the team's leading goal scorer with 6 goals. And both she and Serena Sancartier contributed 11 points during the month of October. How big is it for you to have those 2 players kind of clicking at this time of year?
Well, I think it's obviously scoring goals is key to winning soccer games. So when you get players clicking like that at this time of year, it's great. You know, it's really the whole team, though. I mean, look at Amy Trandell still scoring goals at that time, or now starting to score some goals. And then you know, our other players are playing really well. I mean, Nicole DeLuke is playing really well tonight. Shannon Doyle, and you know, she got a goal there. So. You know, we have a lot of players that are just starting to step it up right now, and then, you know, it's conference time, and that's where they go. And you know, I mean, we're just starting to get over playing all those hard teams in the beginning of the year, you know, so it does take a little bit out of you, a little bit of confidence out of you, a little bit of energy out of you, stuff like that. So they're just starting to hit stride. So hopefully they can keep it going. We've had a few must-win, must get positive result weekends, and obviously we have another big one coming up.
And Coach, winners of 4 straight coming in, is that's obviously that positive momentum you're talking about. Just that puts your team over the top, you know, as you go in. Is that a huge confidence boost?
Well, yeah, I mean, the team's feeling good about themselves, but we're playing some very good teams who are also feeling good about themselves. So, I mean, South Dakota State, you know, that's the one we got to play, and they've been awesome all year. I mean, they equaled what we did last year and went undefeated through conference. So, you know, it's good that both teams are doing well, but just because we're doing well doesn't mean that we're not facing someone in a similar situation. So we're going to have to be at our best. I mean, they're a very, very good team. South Dakota State is, and very well coached. So it's going to be an extremely difficult game, but we're looking forward to it.
And Coach, you mentioned that you know, the Jacks did equal your record last year of going 8-0-1, unbeaten in league play. What does that mean for your team to be the only team in the league that did get a point from South Dakota this season?
Well, I think that's a little bit of a positive for us. I mean, they're a good team, and it's going to be hard to do the same thing again, you know. And interesting enough, you know, I mean, both of us, if that happens and we go that route and we end up going into penalties now, both of us were eliminated in penalties last year in the conference tournament in the first round. So so this year, if it goes to penalties, at least one of us will get a little farther than we did last year. But hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Hopefully somebody will decide it on the field before PKs come. But like I said, they're a good team. They're going to be hard to keep them from scoring. I mean, we were able to do it at their place. But you know, it's a tall task. They've been scoring all year, and they don't give up many goals. I mean, 1 goal in the entire conference. So you know, they're a good team, but we're gonna do our best to hang with them.
And Coach, just talk a little bit about the advantages of hosting the league tournament this year.
Well, I think the advantages of hosting the tournament, first of all, the players don't have to travel, but more importantly, I think the fans. I think having parents around, fans around, hopefully it's a great weekend. You know, we'll be able to hope and get a good crowd. The game is at 6 p.m. on Friday instead of earlier, so hopefully people after work can come see us play. So you know, the fact that you know, we're playing on our own field with fans, players in a normal routine, you know, yeah, it does make it a lot better for us.
All right, Coach. Well, certainly we're all out there rooting for you. If you could just go ahead and tell the fans you play on Friday at 6, and then hopefully you're going to be playing Sunday at noon, right?
Yeah, well, that's the plan, to play it Sunday at noon. We haven't even talked about that yet because this one is so huge. But yeah, the other game would be Sunday at noon, and hope we can do that and move on to the NCAA tournament. But baby steps right now. One more, you know, must-win. Well, we talked to the players, you know, 3 weeks ago about we're in a must-win situation the rest of the way, because it doesn't matter how far you go. As soon as you lose, you're pretty much out. So we're there now, and it's been fun getting to that point. Now we just want to see how far we can go.